Nice of you to drop by the Brick Zone.
My name is Will, and this is the Halo Mega Bloks Elite Drop Pod from Metallic Series 3. The set includes 26 pieces and was released in 2015. The drop pod comes with one Storm Elite in blue armor. Mega Bloks has recently integrated the new armor system with Elites, so this figure comes in the new articulation and has interchangeable armor, which is sweet. He comes armed with that Needler there, which is in the Revenant color. And also included in the set, you get that really nice 2x4 black brick with the Halo logo on it in the front for display. And I think those just look really good and are nice to have. I thought it was interesting compared to Metallic Series 2 Elites that they had, that this Elite does not have print on his shoulder pieces. Not sure if that was because they switched to the new system or if they just decided not to include it, but just thought that was interesting. At the moment, I don't actually own those two Elites from Metallic Series 2, but from photos I've seen, they do have that detail, so just thought it was interesting that they are missing it here. Anyway, there's a look at the back. You still have the peg hole for larger weapons to attach them on. And on the front, you can see there's that gray detailing on the headpiece, on his helmet. But that pretty much does it for the Elite. Here's just a quick look at the Elite with all of his armor removed. I think the hole in his head is distracting and pretty noticeable. Unlike the Assassin's Creed figures, which use that same hollow head system, the way the Elite's head is angled makes it so that no matter where you look at it from, you won't miss that hole. So, you know, with the Assassin's Creed figures, you'd have to be looking like directly up to notice it. Like if you just have them looking forward, sometimes you don't see it. And I guess at this angle right now, you can't really see it either. But for most other angles, like looking at it from the front, it's noticeable. So personally, I would just recommend leaving the armor on, unless you really need to have it off for whatever reason. Let's just look at him with the armor off. The last thing to go over here is the Covenant drop pod. And besides being a drop pod, it doubles as the packaging. You can see all around, looks pretty sleek, and it still has that same honeycomb effect seen on the previous drop pods. Really like that detailing on the back with the ventilation system there. These are definitely not as good as the original drop pods, the functional ones that actually opened. But I guess they're okay, and they cut down on costs because they're cheaper. But yeah, there's nothing really inside, it's just hollow like that, in case anyone's curious. That's pretty much it for the drop pod. I think this drop pod is alright. I like that Mega Bloks is giving Elites the same treatment as Spartans and all the other human figures with the new armor system. I think that's always a good thing, and you know, I just really like that system. It works really well, and it's great. As for the Elite figure himself, I'm not a big fan of that color. I'm a little disappointed that the shoulders don't have the emblem detailing like the previous two. And I don't know, that color overall just, it looks, I guess the closest thing I would have to say it reminds me of is like maybe a multiplayer shade of blue. Like, it's definitely not the blue you would find on Storm Elites in the campaign, so... And I guess it doesn't really matter since in Halo 4 there weren't playable Elites in multiplayer. But, you know, as a figure I think it looks fine, and you can still pretend. You know, the weapon is okay, and the drop pod is okay. You know, it's the cheap kind. Not really much to expect from that, but I'm sure people can still find uses for it. Although, a blue drop pod is kind of strange. Anyway, that about does it for this one. What do you guys think of the drop pod? Do you like the elites being included in this series, like the Metallic series, or do you prefer the ODSTs? Because, in series, this is Metallic Series 3, this is the only elite in this one. The other 3 in the series are all ODSTs, so I guess maybe the community voiced maybe they prefer the ODSTs, but if anyone out there prefers elites, just let me know in the comments. Curious what people like better. Or just any other thoughts you guys have on it. Other than that, like or dislike the video depending on if you liked it or not, and come back and check out more videos at the Brick Zone for more video reviews, stop motions, and speed builds.